Hey everyone, Lori Harder here, and today I'm going to talk to you about the power of a deadline. But before I do that, I just want to remind you guys that Bliss Project tickets for my annual event are going up next week. So if you feel the call to be there, I want to make sure that you reserve your spot because tickets are not only increasing, but they're selling out really fast. So go to theblissproject.info if you guys want to join me March 2nd through the 4th in Newport Beach, California. So back to talking about the power of a deadline. And I think a lot of us can get really in our heads when we are trying to live a life where we're becoming our highest self, where we're setting a lot of goals, where we're really trying to achieve the life of our dreams or the business of our dreams or the body of our dreams or whatever that looks like. So what ends up happening is we think that just by setting these goals that we're going to end up somehow getting there. But it actually works completely different than most people think. You have got to set a massive deadline. You have to put so much on the line that you make sure that you show up. So what is that going to be for you? Is it going to be putting a deadline that is closer than you are ever comfortable with and then telling everybody about it? I'm telling you, this is the only way that I have ever got anything done. And you guys, I just did a podcast on this talking about how when you set a deadline, what happens is that you then invite miracles into your life. There's actual real science behind this as well, saying that when you set a deadline, your brain actually has to start going to work for you, and it opens up parts of your brain that you were not open to before, just thinking that you could do this kind of at your own pace. I'll tell you, if you're waiting for time to be perfect, or you're waiting for yourself to think that it's just gonna come naturally and you're gonna be able to do this at your own pace, it's not going to happen. If it's not natural for you, if it's outside of your comfort zone, you have to set a deadline. And I promise you, when you have that deadline so locked in and you've told as many people as you can, you are going to rise to the occasion and everything is going to come into place for you. The thing is, you have to have faith, you have to have trust, and you have to know that everyone that I've talked to, when I've asked about the power of deadlines, has told me that there's that point where it is just scarier than you can possibly imagine, where you set the date, you put the money down or whatever that looks like for whatever you do, and you lock in that date of when you want to have your, or when you want to get to your goal by, or when you're going to do that event, or when you're going to start that business, and just put so much on the line. So whether that means putting money down on something, or whether that means committing to all of social media world and your friends and family, whatever that looks like, you have got to do it. Because otherwise it will not happen. And you will have that moment, just like I said, where everybody freaks out. You'll say, why did I do this? I'm not good enough. What was I thinking? You'll have the moments of panic, and then you're gonna have to go into faith. So you would not have gotten the idea if it was not something you were not capable of acting upon. So if you get a soul hit like that, what happens is you get this knowing, you get excited, you set the date, and then the fear comes in, and reality, or that part of your mind, the fear-based part of your mind, comes in and says all of the reasons why you can't do it. And that's really when you're gonna have to root down in the knowing of, you got the idea, that means it's meant for you, and everything is going to come to truly help you. And all of the people, all of the things, everything that you need, if you have faith and you start trusting, that's when your creative part of your brain can really open up. So when you're in fear, if you stay in fear about it, it actually closes off parts of your mind that are meant to try to help you. So if you stay in faith and you say, yes, I feel this fear, I understand it, this is totally normal, but I know that I am supposed to be doing this. I am made for this. This is a huge calling in my life. That's when you open up those parts of your mind that really start to get you thinking, and you start asking the question, okay, who do I need to help me? Where do I need to go in order to get everything that I need to reach this goal? What do I need to start listening to? What do I need to start tuning into? How can I start making room in my life to get quiet in order to hear what I'm supposed to do? So you guys, make sure that you are setting a deadline, because without a deadline, your highest self can never ever come to meet you. So the only way your highest self is going to come out is if you force it to come out. So put the deadline out there, put it out to social media, put it out to your friends, put the money down, whatever that looks like, so that you can rise up to the occasion. Otherwise, it's too easy to get comfortable, slip into fear, and slip into the mentality of maybe everyone that is around you. So, you guys, I can't wait to hear what you do. I want to hear below, or you guys share with me on social media. Let me know your deadline. Let me know what you've booked. Let me know what you're doing. Let me know the feelings that came up. And we can talk about this again right after I see all of your deadlines. So stay tuned for more, you guys. So if you are ready and you're feeling called to the Bliss Project event again, I want to remind you guys, because this is a beautiful deadline. If you are ready to meet your tribe, if you're ready to overcome your fears, if you're ready to set the intentions and the goals, this is the most beautiful place to do it. So join me at theblissproject.info. And again, if you're feeling called, I hope that you act upon it immediately and set that deadline, because it's going to be game changing. Mwah. I'll see you there.